Hey there, guys. So we're back with another speed apartment renovation. I don't know what I'm calling it. Anyway. And yes, if you've watched my other ones, I did take like 20 minutes on this one to figure out the layout because that's apparently my thing now, is to take super long to figure out the layouts. Like the other ones, this building, I said I was going to do more industrial kind of style build with a lot of brick, a lot of wood, metal. So I stayed true to that. And this one was kind of weird because I wanted to make it almost like a studio apartment, but it was like almost too big to really be like a nice studio. It would kind of have just seemed awkward. Like, oh, look, here's just like our bed thrown in this living room where we clearly could have had a bedroom. So I think I just made it with like the bedroom just having an archway instead of like an actual like door. And I think I just put like a curtain over it or something. And I don't have a dining room table. I have like this little bar there. And I end up putting like a mixology bar in as well. And it kind of like weird but cool. Like, I don't know. You'll see. It was just like this weird idea I had, and I did it, and it kind of came out cool, so I stuck with it. I put the trash chute in this like little like entryway area because I honestly completely forgot about the trash can. I was like, oh no, I gotta put it somewhere. I'm like, what can I delete? And then I realized I also had the trash chute, so I put it there. And I fought with trying to get this cabinet all the way down to the ground for way too long, and I finally just kind of gave up and said screw it and got rid of it and put something else in because no matter what I did, I could not get it lower than like where you had seen it. It just would not work. I just don't know. So I put in some other stuff, a plant and like a cabinet or something. I don't remember. Yeah. Anyway, it's there. And I put some interesting stuff. And I was trying to find something that looked good to go with like the kitchen. I put the herbs, well, not the herbs, I think they're just flowers, above the door. But it kind of like reminded me of some drying herbs. And I thought that was kind of cool. And then this area, I wanted to do almost like a sectional couch. Please add those. And it kind of came out cool. I like how it looks now that it's put together. I was so worried to move it, and I was trying to put like one of those like you kind of lounge on it. I can't think of what it's called. In the sectional, and like one end has like the long cushion where you can like lay on it, and I was trying to do that, but you can't really lower the stuff once it hits the floor, so I didn't do that. And I had a little desk area, and I turned it around at one point because I was like, I can fit more stuff in if I turn it around because then the chair isn't blocked. This is when I was trying to figure out what to do to add like the little bar in, and I was like, oh, what if I put another wall? And the wall just looked weird because there was this bar there. I'm like, okay, so I played around with the layout a little more, and I ended up where those countertops are making almost like a little pantry. And I put a fireplace on one side, and I was like, oh, this would be great. Now I have a fireplace, and I'm like, this is kind of really big area to just have the little fireplace in, like. So that's when I turned it into the pantry. I'll put some windows up and some stuff inside, as you'll see. And I actually really liked how it came out. So, like, I don't know. I was kind of proud of it. And I'm like, wow, this is different from what I'd normally do. But I think it looked really cool. And it's an odd shape. It's kind of odd where it is in the build. But, yeah. I struggle with the architectural part of these things, guys. It's like the furnishing it that I'm pretty good at. But, yeah. So, it'll be fun when we get to the house renovation sections of towns because that will be interesting. Anyway, I was just kind of trying to put some things in here to make it look a little more pantry-ish. Obviously, like, the drink cooler is there because the bar is right next to it. I thought that was a good kind of little touch because they're right close by. And I was just trying to find some stuff that fit there. I think that ended up working. I was trying to get the coffee pot in, but it wouldn't go on the counter. So, the whatever I put in there, I don't remember, was it the cabinet or something? I don't know. It would only go on certain surfaces, so it was like, will not go, will not go, will not go, even with move objects on. So I just said, whatever, and did other things with it. And so this is when I moved this, and I was trying to figure out what I could put along with it that wouldn't get in the way of, like, the bar too much. I wasn't really concerned about people sitting at the bar, even though I think I did add in stools. I don't know what I was doing half the time in this build. Like, everything that I wanted to do changed halfway through. So I kind of just kept going with it and hoped for the best. So that's basically how this one went. I did like it in the end. It came out pretty good. There are some things I'm like, I could have done that a little differently. Like, the bathroom's a little wonky, but overall I think it's okay. It's kind of this weird shape because the wardrobe from the bedroom ended up in it, but I think it looked overall pretty good. So I'm just kind of trying to figure out what to put over this fireplace because I didn't really know. And then I added, like, I was gonna call them bulbs. I don't know what I'm trying to say. The hanging lights. Oh my gosh. I was trying to hang them across, like, the entryways as well, but I was having trouble, like, getting them to go perfectly where I wanted them, and I had an idea of how to do it, but, oh my god, I am sorry. But, it was going to take a lot more time than I had to sit down and do this video to, like, film it. So I was like, I'm just saying screw it. And so I put it off, and I made the wood, like, I want to call them banisters, but it's not a banister. I don't know why suddenly I lose all words when I start doing these. But anyway, I put, like, the wooden things across, the beams, oh my god, beams, across, and I thought that looked really good instead, so I was happy with that. And I put a curtain in front of the door, so, like, you just pull the curtain, like, to close instead of, like, a door, which I thought was kind of cool, and it was different because usually you just have a door. And then the bathroom was this kind of just odd sort. I thought I moved to the bathroom, and apparently I didn't, so, you know, it's fine. I'm still, oh yeah, I was putting up some of these little shelves that Tiny Living came with, and I was like, oh my god, I gotta use, like, all of these things. So I was going through and just adding in some decorations to the rest of the house before finishing the bathroom, and I don't know, I'm not proud of this one, but I'm like, I like it. I think this would be a cool apartment for, like, a single sim or a, like, new couple to kind of just have their space, and I think it worked out. So I'm happy with it. And curtains is always the bane of my existence. Just putting that out there now. I hate the curtains. So I kind of just threw curtains together. And yeah, that's kind of how that worked. I wanted to do for this one because I had this weird shape. I was like, oh, I can put the toilet back in the corner and the shower over here. And I was like, what if I make the shower, like, across the back wall? And, like, instead of, like, having a door or whatever, you just walk in. I was like, oh, that's a really cool idea. So I did it. Basically how any of my ideas come up. I'm like, oh, that would be cool. And do it. So I did like how that turned out. I thought the lights looked pretty cool too. And then the rest of it was just trying to get a sink and some stuff in the bathroom to make it look like lived in, but not bare because like the walls were looking pretty bare at one point. So I played around, and I think what I did here is going to change from like the screenshots and stuff, because I was just kind of like, this doesn't look as good as I think when I was trying to do the screenshots. So I'm pretty sure it changes. It might not. If it does not, I lied. I'm sorry. But I think I moved the little shelf back over because I think I put a ship there. I think I move it back over, but I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, those are getting ready to come up in about a minute or so. So I will just kind of finish up talking, and I hope you enjoyed. If you have any ideas for me to do a build in the future, just drop a comment, because I love getting ideas and love doing new things. So if you've got an idea for me, shoot me a comment down below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. And anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this build. Bye-bye.